Daily Record High School Football Insider is back, and we think this year it's going to be our best year ever. This is sports editor Aaron Dorkson along with sports writer Mike Plant. We're really excited to add the Worcester Buffalo Wild Wings as a sponsor this year. We're going to have a video show every week during the season, and for the first time, we're going to film a number of our shows right up at the Buffalo Wild Wings. We're going to invite players and coaches, so it should be great, and we're really looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're going to, the plan is to, a couple times during the upcoming season, invite some coaches, players, and fans up to the Burbank Road location of Buffalo Wild Wings. Preview, All Eyes on the Prize, comes out in Thursday's Daily Record. And then the season kicks off Friday. Seems like football weather out there already. Aaron, I know we've got some teams in the area that we're really going to be keeping a close eye on this season.
Really excited about this season coming up. The Wayne County Athletic League, let's just start there. In our preseason preview, we ranked our predicted order of finish, and we had Chippewa picked as the favorite, followed by Waynedale, Smithville, Norwayne, and Hillsdale. Mike, I wouldn't be surprised if it was any variety of that order, depending on who gets hot, who stays healthy.
Yeah, there can be some great matchups with, individual matchups within those teams. The OCC, we also had a hard time picking order of finish. We've got Ashland in a real narrow first place ballot over Worcester and West Holmes. Ashland, of course, has a quarterback, Grant Denbo. West Holmes with their big running attack. And then Worcester has to replace a lot of kids, but I had a chance to see them last week, and they've got some weapons I think that are going to surprise some people. Now, I know we talked about teams, to touch on them briefly. A lot of individuals, Aaron, too, that should really be fun to watch on Friday nights this fall.
Yeah, I wrote the Wayne County Athletic League preview. Let's start with Jeremy Miller of Norwayne, a running back linebacker. Our area's first player to ever top 2,000 yards rushing in 10 games. Several others have done it. They need the playoffs. Mike, this kid is so powerful when he throws horseshoes that are still attached to the horse. This guy is Chippewa's Bailey Breitenstein, the returning league MVP, as dynamic of a player as there is. He reminds me of Doug Flutie when he used to play. Just a little guy all over the field throwing passes. Cody Tipple of Smithville. They're as optimistic as they've been in Smithville in several years. He's a 1,000-yard rusher, and they have a lot of other guys back. Those are three that jump out at me in the WCAL.
Yeah, Tipple's a real old-time Smithville wing T fullback. Staying in the Wayne County Athletic League, Waynedale has a lot of good individual players, some seniors that have been playing on Friday nights for a few years now. Nick Strasbaugh, I'd be hard-pressed to find a better all-around player in the area. Aaron, last year had 720 yards rushing. 47 catches, had 15 touchdown catches among his 47 receptions, and along with 84 tackles. He'll be paired with teammate Reed Stanley, also rushed for over 1,200 yards and 15 touchdowns, and is a leading returning tackler in the area with 117 tackles. Switching to the OCC real quick, Garrett Irvin rushed for 1,000 yards last year as a sophomore for West Holmes. He's going to be operating behind their big physical offensive line. And Orville's Luke Smith is the area's top returning passer. He passed for over 2,000 yards and 18 touchdowns last year. We're going to take a quick break and be back to talk about the Week 1 matchups after this word from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings Team Up for Kids program is proud to support the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. Join us at buffalowildwings.com/giving.
Welcome back to the Daily Record, Buffalo Wild Wings High School Football Insider. Always so much optimism week 1. Every team's undefeated, has all their goals. All the coaches are talking about teams working together and good chemistry. 10 of our area's 15 teams are going to be at home, so that excitement's going to be at home fields at a stadium near you. 2 of the games that jump out at me right off the bat, Mike, Triway at West Holmes. Triway coming off an unbelievable record-setting season last year. They're replacing their quarterback and some other key seniors, so how are they going to be able to stack up against a West Holmes team that was a defending league co-champ, and they're supposed to be really good. So it should be a great matchup to see where both teams are at. Also, Smithville going over to Tuslaw. Last year, that was one of the area's most exciting games. The Smithies rallied late to win it 36-33. And Smithville has really high hopes this year with so much experience back, and they'll be looking to start strong.
One of the few teams that will be on the road, and actually they'll be on the road for the first 3 weeks of the season, Aaron. Norwayne will go make a long trip up to the Youngstown area to play Hubbard. And it's not often when a team will return a 2,000-plus yard rusher and a first-team All-Ohio, and he probably won't be the best running back on the field. Hubbard will be led by George Hill, a running back who's committed to play next year at Ohio State. So, he's pretty good. Manchester will be at Hillsdale in what is turned into a pretty nice little season-opening rivalry over the last few years between a PAC team and a WCAL team. And the Worcester Generals will open up at home on the turf at Falls Field against Akron Firestone. Should be a win for Worcester, but I'm more interested to see the Generals are replacing a lot of stars from last year. They do have a lot of weapons, though, so it'll be anxious to see how they perform under the Friday night lights. Some other games real quick. In the OCC, Lyndon McKinley will be traveling to Orrville to play the Red Riders at Red Rider Stadium. Loudonville goes to Sparta Highland in their first game under new head coach Rick Rios. And Northwest, who lost their last 6 games last year, will go to Gene Clark Field and take on Cloverleaf under their first-year coach, Justin Voorhees.
And let's run down the rest of the WCAL schedule. We have Chippewa going to Wellington, Garaway at Dalton. That's the only 7:30 game of the night. The rest at 7. Akron North at Northwestern, Richmond Heights at Rittman, Tusky Valley at Waynedale. That completes our Week 1 edition of the Football Insider. Thanks for watching, and we hope to make this a great program and keep improving it as the year goes on.
And don't forget, All Eyes on the Prize, the Daily Records high school football preview, out on newsstands Thursday. And then you can read about all of Friday night's games in Saturday's Sports Extra. For Aaron Dorkson, I'm Mike Plant. Thanks for watching the High School Football Insider, brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings.